Now, way back before we moved here, we had no idea. Remember, we knew what we were supposed to do, but had no idea why. Why is God changing our plans so abruptly in this way? And so before we moved here, during the process when we were still packing stuff up to move across the state, God gave us this prophetic, this word that of kind of explanation. And he said, I am moving you from a principality of evil to a place where my spirit is already working powerfully. He told us that, and very clearly. And when he said that, we're like, oh, yay, God, Holy Spirit, cool. It just sounded so fun, right? But we had no idea what it meant, none at all, until we moved here. And so let me tell you a little bit about, so we're from St. Louis area, right? Craig and I both lived in St. Louis for years and years and years and years. And so I will tell you, if you research, if you look up statistics, like crime statistics in the United States, St. Louis, number one. We are number one. It is a very dangerous place, very violent, possibly violent place to live. And it also is not very friendly to Christians. So the culture of the area. So here's what I mean. Like if you meet somebody, a new person, like at work, so you assume that they're not Christian. And you assume that if they find out that you are a Christian, that they will think you're stupid and that they won't want to be your friend. So this is just the culture of where we lived for years and years and years. And when you live in a place like that for so long, you kind of think that's how it is everywhere. You just don't really know that it's, and that is how it's like in a lot of places. So when it kind of rubs off on you, like I was very timid about my faith back then before we moved here. On social media, I didn't talk about my faith very much. I mean, Craig and I were both Christians. We loved Jesus. We were serious about our faith, but it was just, the culture rubs off on you and that was not done. You did not talk about it. So, and people like who follow me now are probably shocked because all I talk about is my faith now. And so since I've moved here, I've really changed. And so when we moved here, we found out very quickly that this area, it's like in the Ozarks, it's like you are stepping back in time 40 years. It's quite amazing. It was a really cultural shock when we first got here because everybody is they are very conservative, which is fine with us because we're conservative. We're conservative politically. We're conservative fiscally, so we fit right in that way. But they're also very, very Christian. So very overtly Christian, which was so interesting and weird at first. Like you go to a restaurant or to like a retail shop, they've got Christian music playing. There's Jesus signs everywhere. We've got in Branson, we're 30 minutes away from Branson, and they have all these theaters. And most of those shows are very overtly Christian. When you meet somebody here, you assume that they're a Christian because everybody's Christian. And even if maybe they're not, they're okay with it because everybody's Christian and we all talk about it. And so it's really given me this new boldness that I never had before, that I never would have even imagined having. Like, I will stop people in the grocery store and ask them if I can pray for them. If God reveals to me that they have some sort of need or something, I never would have done that before. So God has just given me this incredible boldness to just be bold about my faith and about Jesus Christ. And so I think at this point, if I had to go back to the city, which I hope we never do, but if we ever did, I think I would still be bold because now I have tasted it and my relationship with God is so much deeper than it used to be. So, but anyway, it was so interesting to move here and understand for the first time what God meant, that we are now in a place where his spirit is already moving powerfully, because it's absolutely, absolutely true.